us via way of Skype. He's no stranger to this show. In fact, he DJs every Fridays actually from around 8 a.m. on the show. RoyTeeBoy, DJ RoyTeeBoy now joins us by way of Skype. Nice to see you. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. We miss you here on the show and you getting to DJ live on Fridays. But hopefully when things get back to normal, things will be okay. Perhaps let me just begin by asking, paint for me an image how COVID-19 has sort of affected the pop culture, how it has affected the entertainment industry. Just a quick overview.
Pretty much it has, well, like you're saying, it has really affected us because obviously the biggest thing is lack of revenue because, you know, a lot of us were making money through the entertainment industry, and not just DJs, you know, actors and musicians as well, you know, because for us, we need that crowd, and most of us work at night because of the curfew and also the ban of social gatherings and crowds and things like that. Now we cannot do our job. So that's the biggest thing, the lack of revenue. So another thing pretty much is, you know, at the end of the day, I love what I do, you know. So if I'm not able to do what I do, it kind of takes a toll on me. So those are the main issues that are really affecting us right now.
But with this whole COVID-19 has come an opportunity that you have taken advantage of. Many people may not know about your online parties. Can you tell us about it?
So what we're doing right now, because now since we can't do regular parties in clubs and concerts and all these other places, what we're doing is we're going to social media and we're doing live shows through, let's say, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube and all these other platforms. So that's another way of interacting with our fans and guys who follow us, and it kind of helps because with everything that's going on in the world, guys want to hear good music, you know. Guys wants to hear good music, so we go online and we just entertain people, you know. Sometimes guys just need a break from everything that's happening in the world, you know.
Right. So these online parties that you have, are they generating cash already? Are you able to make a living out of this? Because this is already the second month here in Kenya that COVID-19 has sort of taken over our lives. So think about it. If this is our scenario in the next 2-3 months, will you be making money? Is this generating any cash right now?
Not really. I mean, not really, because I can say maybe less than 10% of DJs in Kenya right now are making money, but there are forms of making money. And number one is through endorsements and sponsors. Like, you know, if you let's say your live has a huge following, or let's say pretty much just like any other business, it's a numbers game. If you have a lot of followers, we see sponsors and sponsors getting on board. Let's say different brands, they want you to do like product placement and things like that, or you talk about their brand. So you see guys jumping on your live. So pretty much they look at the numbers, they look at the interaction and how good you are. Also, another way of making money is through tips. So you find DJs going on live and they put their, let's say, M-Pesa number, their Cash App, their Wave, any form of money transaction. So that's what people are doing. So if you're actually doing a good job and you have fans out there and they understand your situation, so they just send you tips here and there. Yeah. So that's pretty much how people are making money. But I can't really say, like I said, it's less than 10 or less than 5% guys who are actually doing that, making money out of it.
Right, and even at the end of the day, DJ T-Boy, can you even compare the revenue you're making right now with your online parties?
No.
There you go. Okay, I hear you. So will you continue with this post-corona? Will the online parties, will we continue to see the online parties even after post-COVID-19? Or is this right now just for us fans? Or will you take it back away from us after corona?
I mean, I'm pretty sure guys will continue doing it because this is something new that people had to, you know, it's one of those situations like you just had to do because of the situation at hand. But like I said, people have learned a new platform where you can actually interact with your fans, you can interact with people out there. So I know pretty much people are going to do it. The only problems we have is with social media especially is copyright. You know, sometimes when you play your music, let's say Instagram will kick you out, Facebook will kick you out because of copyright. So those are things that we are really fighting. And I will tell you for a fact, the first 2-3 weeks, guys are really live on social media. But because of that, you're gonna play music 5 minutes. When you're 5 minutes in, you're doing your thing. Then all of a sudden, you're kicked out by Instagram copyright issues. And sometimes when you do it too much, they actually block you for like a month or 3 weeks. So you realize guys are kind of, it's not as much as used to be the first couple of weeks.
Yeah. And here's the thing, DJ T-Boy. I'd love for you to paint for me a picture how COVID-19 has sort of changed how people party like. And I want you to be specific by giving me specific scenarios. What I mean by this is like, for example, the silent discos. For our viewers who might not know what the silent disco is, it's these parties where you sort of have headphones on and you can play whatever music you want to play and you can dance to it. So there's not an actual DJ who is there. So that has sort of revolutionized how people listen and how people sort of party. So DJ T-Boy, what lessons have you learned about how people are sort of partying and how COVID-19 is changing how we sort of go about entertainment? Give me specific examples.
The only example I would think of is because of the social distancing, guys are finding other ways of interacting through the live parties. I could say, for example, let's say me and my friends we are doing we are listening to someone's live. So what people are doing, they're going to this online platform, let's say like House Party and Zoom. So what we can do is a bunch of us, we can just log on to it and we just all see each other. We're listening to the same live. We're having a good time and actually discussing about the live. And let's say if you're having drinks, you have drinks with your friends. If there's that interaction as well. I'm not sure if it's gonna go past Corona, because at the end of the day, people go out to meet their friends. People go out to leave their house. People go out because, let's say, you just had a long weekend. You just want to go out and just kind of relax. So we'll see. People come to our events because they need that break. They just want to leave the house. Probably be working all week. Just want to leave the house and have a good time. Yeah.
I mean, DJ T-Boy, I think it's amazing how you've taken a negative situation and turned it into something positive to sort of make sure that people at home are still entertained, given how people are becoming restless, but also sort of also a way for you to also generate a bit of profit on your end. Let me ask you, what's the biggest challenge with having to do these online parties? What's the biggest challenge?
Like I said, the copyright issues with social media. We understand because at the end of the day, we actually play other people's content. But that's the biggest challenge pretty much, and that's one thing that has made guys kind of slow down or ease up on these online parties. Because, like, I'll give you an example. There's a time I was trying to go live, and I'm having guys on there, guys having a good time, but every 5 minutes I get kicked out. So you realize, okay, this thing's not gonna work. Let me try a different platform. You go to let's say if you jump from Instagram, go to Facebook, same thing. So that's the biggest. Honestly, that's the biggest challenge, because at the end of the day, I love what I do, and the guys who are watching love what they're seeing and what they're hearing. So there are not too many challenges. And maybe let's say, sometimes KPLC will act up, sometimes they don't have bundles for internet. But other than that, everything is good.
Okay, DJ T-Boy. Wear your entrepreneurship hat for just a little minute. And this is why. How are you able to draw advertisers onto your online platform right now? How is that working? Are advertisers responding? Are corporates responding? Talk to me about that.
Yes. At the end of the day, life has to go on. And a lot of these endorsements and sponsors and advertisers, they used to use our platform. Let's say not even our platform. They used to go to clubs. They go to all these places. There's certain brands that definitely they have to work in a club. So they used to use that platform. But right now we don't have that platform. So what happens? They're seeing these online parties that are happening, and so they'll jump on them. Like I said, it's a numbers game. If you have following, if I have a huge following, definitely a certain brand will want to be there. They want to be part of that brand. I'm seeing guys who are doing even 10,000. They're doing 10,000 lives. I mean, 10,000 is a lot of people. Those are 10,000 eyes who are watching your brand. Even concerts, sometimes they don't have that many people. So it's a good platform, because if I put your brand as a product placement, these are 10,000 people who are watching that brand, and every now and then I'll talk about the brand. So it's pretty much a numbers game, and also how good you are and interaction. Because if you're playing good music, you can see a whole lot of interaction between on the comment section, because actually people are making friends. People are actually making friends through that comment section. So
Right.
if you're doing a good job, you're playing good music, and keep that interaction going, people are gonna be glued to your life.
DJ T-Boy, I hear you, the numbers,
Yes.
the numbers, the
Yeah.
numbers. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
competition still is a big challenge. How do you get
Very
someone
true.
to watch you and not your competitor who also probably might be doing the same thing? Yeah.
Yes.
So talk to me about the competition part of it.
Yeah, the competition is there, so it's up to us to step up our game. I mean, at first, guys were just doing Kawaida Live, where you just put your phone in front of you and you just play. And then you realize the guy next to you he has bought some gadgets where they make their music sound even better. Like you listen to him, you can tell, you can actually think you're listening to radio. So when I see that, what do? I go look for whatever he was doing. Now, from that, people started going, people are doing lighting, make sure that you kind of create the mood, like a party. Like when people watch you, they feel like they're in a club. Next thing you see, guys are bringing dancers, girls are dancing all over the place, trying to entertain guys who are watching. So guys are really stepping up their game. And even in DJ groups, the DJ groups are mad. Like there's so many conversations on how to take this thing to the next level. And I'm telling you, we've learned so much that we didn't know about. So many software, so many things that will help you take your game to the next level. People are learning so much. Yeah.
Right. DJ T-Boy, it is no secret for anyone living in Kenya, unless you've been living under a rock, that Gengaton is the biggest tune right now. The speedometer and accelerator people. But here's the thing. Will Gengaton survive COVID-19? Because right now it's the biggest wave, it's the biggest fire. Then what has happened is that entertainment has taken a dip, just like everything right now. Will Gengaton with speedometer survive COVID-19?
Okay, first of all, about the dive, one thing you have to understand is, yes, we're taking whatever is happening is really affecting us. But don't forget that when people are locked up in their house, the first thing they do is look for entertainment. Not just music, when you go to Netflix, when you go to all these platforms, like let's say Netflix, you can look for movies. These are actors, these are all entertainers. When you're tired of watching movies, you listen to music. These are all entertainers. So as much as everything is happening all over the world, people are looking for entertainment. People are looking to entertainment to kind of keep them sane, because you can't just stay in the house and not doing anything. That's number one. Number two, Gengaton, in the matter of Gengaton, I don't think it's going to go away. Maybe the biggest failure will be them, because some are kind of getting backlash for what they're talking about. But at the end of the day, most of the songs are kind of entertaining. So I don't think it's going to go away, because right now people are consuming music more than because when you're stuck in the house, what are you doing? It's just entertainment. So I don't think it's going to go away. Actually, right now we're seeing artists are doing numbers on YouTube, because now everybody's at home. The song by Meza Otawezana, it did crazy numbers because of, at home, you got nothing else to do. So what do? You go on YouTube and watch the video. And you see so much interaction on social media as well, because right now guys are not going to work. Guys are just chilling in the house, and guys are trying to keep themselves busy. So in terms of getting it, I don't think it's going to go away, because people are listening to music. Guys are trying to keep themselves entertained.
Right. So T-Boy, I'm sure right now on your expenditure list, your Wi-Fi, your data bundles are sort of gone all the way up. But here's the thing. Let's talk about product placements, because we've been seeing even our comedians sort of trying to keep up with the times right now. They're putting their funny skits online and how they're making money through their product placements. With DJs, how is that working? Are you able to do that as well? Talk to me about that.
Yes, we're able to do that, because at the end of the day, you have to be innovative. Like, you have to find ways to make money, because right now I could tell you, you're not making money at all. Like, my last gig I did was in March 20th, so that's a whole month of me not making money. So you have to find ways to make money. The product placement, definitely that will work. Like I said, if you have a bunch of people watching your live, and you put your product there. Of course, all these agencies, all these companies, they're all watching. If they look at the numbers, they're like, okay, this guy is actually doing a good job. This guy is actually bringing numbers. So what do we do? Let's contact them and see what we can work with. Like I said, you have to find ways to make money, and there are DJs who actually are already doing it, and it's working, and these companies are actually loving it.
All right, DJ T-Boy, we need to take our commercial break. What's your advice? We need to close off, especially to DJs, your people in the entertainment industry. Given right now, it's actually most of you who will keep us entertained at home, given how Kenyans are sort of struggling with that.
What I would say is, just hang in there. We understand what's happening, and just hang in there, and just pray and hope that this thing is not going to take too long. And also, guys, even our fans are contacting us like, yo, we miss what we used to do. Sometimes we take these things for granted, but now you see, everything can just be taken like that. That's number one. Number two, I just hope that within time, DJ, we have so many DJs out there. People only see the same faces every time, but there's so many DJs out there, over 20, 30,000. These are all guys with families. These are all guys with, the source of revenue has been cut off. So I'm just hoping, let's say, the same thing the government did for artists. I hope they're going to do the same thing for us and also for actors. Because, like I said, we're not making advice to DJs is make sure you use this opportunity right now. You make sure you use this opportunity right now where social media, where the internet, everybody's on the internet, all eyes on the internet. I'll give you an example. There's a group called 254 DJs. It's a diaspora group. It has over 70,000 members. It's a pretty much, let's say over half of that group that are all people from the diaspora. And they have DJs playing every hour, 24 hours a day. So they're giving that platform to any DJ who requests. And guys are discovering so many DJs out there, so many other upcoming DJs who people didn't know about them or didn't have that platform. Guys are making a name for themselves, and I know when things get back to normal, things are going to change. So I'm advising DJs, take those opportunities, go live as much as possible, showcase your talent, because you never know when you never know who's watching, and when this pandemic is done, it's over. That's how you build opportunities out there.
All right, thanks, Roy.
Mm-hmm.